everyone, welcome to the practical tutorial of physical pharmacy. In this video, we are going to study the practical demonstration of determination of critical micellar concentration of surfactant name SLS, that is sodium lauryl sulfate. By this method of determination of CMC, you can determine the critical micellar concentration of any surfactant, may it be SLS, may it be between 80, may it be between 40. So first of all, what is critical micellar concentration? So it is the concentration at which the surfactant molecules form spherical aggregates. Which are also known as micelles. So what happens, what is the role of surfactant that you must have already studied? Any surfactant when added to water or any other liquid will reduce the surface tension. Why? Because the molecules occupy the surface of the liquid. Okay, but above some concentration, what happens? The molecules of surfactant have no place on the surface and they occupy the bulk to form the spherical aggregates. As you know, the surfactant have two parts. It has the hydrophilic polar end and the hydrophobic tail. So these aggregates are known as micelles, and above this at this concentration at which the surfactant form the micelles, it is known as the critical micellar concentration, above which the property of any liquid does not change more. Okay, like the property of surfactant is to decrease the surface tension, but above the CMC there will be no considerable change in the surface tension. So as you all know, that critical micellar concentration is the concentration at which the many properties of surfactant changes, like the interfacial tension, the osmotic pressure, the electric properties, the surface tension. So here the method which we are going to use for determination of CMC is by the surface tension method. You have already performed the surface tension determination of the surfactant before, so you must be aware of the general technique. So first of all, let us see the requirements of this practical. You require the surfactant whose CMC is to be determined, which in this case is SLS powder, which is accurately weighed with the help of weighing balance. Then you require the specific gravity bottle for determination of density of water and the liquid under study. You require distilled water. You require total 7 volumetric flask, 1 of 100 ml and 6 of 50 ml. 100 ml volumetric flask for preparation of stock solution and 6 50 ml volumetric flask for preparation of different dilutions. You require 2 beakers, 1 of water and 1 of the liquid under study in order to fill the stalagnometer. So here the main part of this practical is the stalagnometer, which is helpful in determination of the surface tension. You require a measuring cylinder in order to make the dilutions, and you require a glass pipette in order to withdraw the solution from the stock solution and put it into the volumetric flask. So let's start with the procedure part. For the procedure, or to begin with the practical, you need to first prepare different dilutions from the stock solution. So here we are using 6 different dilutions. One is 0% SLS, that is just the plain water. Then you have 0.05 to 0.5% of SLS solution. So one dilution we are going to see here, how to prepare it from the stock solution. We have a stock solution of 5% SLS, that is 5 gram of SLS in 100 ml water. From that we want to prepare 0.2% of SLS solution. For that you need to withdraw with the help of 2 ml pipette, you need to withdraw 2 ml of stock solution add it into the 50 ml volumetric flask, and then you need to make up the volume up to 50 ml with distilled water. So, after the dilutions are being prepared, you need to get ready to determine the surface tension of different solutions, right? You need to keep on marking the dilutions with the help of markers so that you do not mix in the different dilutions while determining the surface tension. So, first is determination of the surface tension of water with which you will compare the surface tension of different dilutions. So, for that you require a stalagnometer which is attached, which is clean and dry and attached vertically to a stand. With the help of rubber bulb, you will need to withdraw water up till mark A of the stalagnometer. Then you need to pull the stand upwards in order to count the drops. So, here we are determining the surface tension with the help of drop count method. You need to remove the bulb while determining the number of drops. So, from point A to B, as you can see the marking, this is point A to B. Till the liquid comes from point A to B, you need to determine the number of drops. You need to count the drops . So, till now we have got 2 drops. In this way, you need to count the number of drops till the liquid comes to point B. So, after determining the surface tension, that is by counting the number of drops of water, now you need to determine the surface tension of different dilutions of SLS. So, here we have 0.2% SLS, which we have filled in the stalagnometer up to mark A, and we will count the number of drops up till mark B. So, as you can see, as the surface tension of water has reduced because of addition of the surfactant, the drops are coming faster. So, once seeing the procedure part, now let us come to the observation table and the calculation. Okay. So, here you can see this is the serial number, this is the SLS solution from 0% to 0.5%, 0% is water, other are different SLS dilutions. You have to determine the number of drops by the drop count method using stalagnometer. You have to determine it 3 times in order to get the average number of drops. So, you have to take the average of the drops determined 3 times of each solution. You have to determine the density of each solution with the help of the pycnometer or the specific gravity bottle, that is you have to determine the mass by volume, and from that you will get the surface tension. So, how will you get the surface tension? For that you require the formula gamma is equals to rho 1 N2 upon rho 2 N1 into gamma 2. So, what are these terms? Gamma indicates the surface tension, rho indicates the density, and N is the number of drops. The one term is for the liquid under study and the 2 terms are for the water. Okay? So, once you get the surface tension of different solutions, you have to plot the graph of concentration of SLS starting from 0 to 0.5% versus the surface tension on y-axis. You will observe that initially when you increase the concentration of SLS, the surface tension decreases, but above some point there will be no further decrease in the surface tension, it becomes constant. And this concentration at which there will be no further change in the surface tension is your CMC. So you have to extrapolate the graph up to the concentration. Suppose it is 0.2%, so your critical micellar concentration of SLS will be 0.2%.